Many are the things that must be daily done. Meet me therefore, O Lord, in the doing of the small repetitive tasks, in the cleaning and ordering and maintenance and stewardship of things, of dishes, of floors, of carpets and toilets and tubs, of scrubbing and sweeping and dusting and laundering, that by such stewardship I might bring a greater order to my own life and to the lives of any I am given to serve, so that in those ordered spaces bright things might flourish, fellowship and companionship, creativity and conversation, learning and laughter, and enjoyment and health. A prayer from the book Every Moment Holy, Volume 1. My floor mats in our farmhouse kitchen were definitely showing some wear and tear, so I recently replaced them with a blue and white pattern that I picked up at Costco, and I am absolutely loving the blue and white. I have been waiting for some cooler weather to put some plants in my pots and feeding troughs in the garden to have a bit of a fall garden, but we have had such a warm, hot fall, and I am just tired of waiting. So here I go, just putting some basil in a pot. I bought a big bunch of it and split it in half. I put half in my pot on the front porch. I think it's nice to have herbs on the front porch during the winter so that if it's really blustery and cold or rainy, I don't have to run into the garden to pick some basil. But on a day where there's sunshine and it's pleasant in the winter, then I can go out to the garden, and I have it growing now in the garden and on my front porch. And little by little, I'm going to be putting some plants into the ground for a fall garden and hope that I can keep some things growing through the winter. I recently picked up these bright colored flowers for fall from our local Trader Joe's, and then this big container of mums from Costco. So it is fun to have those on the front porch for the season of fall that I love so much, even when it is warm outside. I was finally getting around to transplanting this little starter that I bought from an Amish garage sale in Ohio back in June, and I've just been watering it in the little cup at my sink, and it was time to put it in another pot so that it can grow, and it's loving the sun coming in through that window. And this is just a cute little stained glass piece that a friend made and gave to me. On one of my recent trips to Ohio, I thrifted a little calendar stand that I have put my Elizabeth Elliot daily flip calendar on, and I pass this area multiple times a day, so it reminds me to look at the daily quote and scripture here as I pass by. And I will link this wonderful little calendar in the description below in case you are looking for one for 2025. This plaid scarf is another thing that I thrifted on my last trip to Ohio, and it has so many different purposes and uses, whether I want to wear it or decorate with it, but I thought it would look good on this ladder here for the fall season. I recently picked up this bag of sheet pan vegetables at Costco, and this one had sweet potatoes in it, so I thought it would be just perfect for the fall season. So I spread it out on a pan and just used some oil drizzled over it and some seasonings. You could really put anything you want. Salt and pepper for sure is delicious on something like this. You could add garlic powder, but I just put that into the oven. And here I am just sifting some rice. This is how I like to clean my rice. I put it on one of these water guard, I guess, to protect against grease. But I like to put my rice on it and then just rinse the rice off in this way, because if I try to use a colander, the rice will just go through the holes. And so this seems to work really well for giving my rice a little rinse. And my favorite way to cook my rice is in my Instant Pot. I just put it in there with a little bit of oil and a little bit of butter and press the rice button, and it is so simple and easy, and that is definitely the way I like to prepare my rice. This H-E-B grocery store lemon pepper chicken is a go-to for me. It's just something that I can cook up and serve with some rice really easily, and I love the flavor of it. So this is something I try to keep on hand. I took the sheet pan vegetables out of the oven and gave them a stir just to make sure they were cooking on both sides, and then stuck them back in for a little more cook time. I recently found these pickled carrots at Costco, and I decided to do a side tray of some different veggies. I also added some pickled beets from a bulk food store in Ohio. Next, I added some pickled asparagus to the tray. Now, years ago when I was younger, I didn't like pickled anything, but I definitely have acquired a taste for it and do like it now. The asparagus also came from a bulk food store. It's the Jake and Amos brand, so that was from Ohio. I also added some cheese slices and some cut up cucumber, tiny snack cucumber pieces, just to finish off this side tray for our dinner. November is the month for giving thanks. We should give thanks in all months and seasons, but this is a month in our country where we take special care to think about our blessings and to give thanks. I thought it would be fitting to read from Psalm 100, a psalm for giving thanks. Make a joyful noise to the Lord, all the earth. Serve the Lord. He is God. It is He who made us, and we are His. We are His people and the sheep of His pasture. Enter His gates with thanksgiving and His courts with praise. Give thanks to Him. Bless His name, for the Lord is good. His steadfast love endures forever, and His faithfulness to all generations. My friends, sometimes we can help each other along by just sharing the things that we are grateful for during the season of giving thanks. I will leave something in the comments below, and I would love it if you would chime in and share with me what you are grateful for during this Thanksgiving season of 2024. Thank you once again for visiting me in my vintage cottage kitchen. I hope that you are enjoying the season of autumn, and I so appreciate each like and subscribe, and I hope you'll come back for the next video. Have a very blessed day.